let's go. Let's review what we've done so far. Bit by bit, our level environment for Super Person World is getting more and more exciting. This time around, we've added a brand new gimmick, a bridge that appears when you flicker on it. Really? I thought it would be a switch that makes the bridge appear, but the bridge vanishes after a certain length of time. Alice, that's going to be really hard to do. Oh, sure. It's got a few tricky parts, but Dry Crunch is up to the task. Isn't that right, Dry Crunch 1? Well, Dry Crunch, what do you think? Which way do you want to go? Do you want to make my nice simple switch setup, or my complex timed switch? Good choice, keeping things on track with the simple switch. Oh, Dry Crunch, I'm sure you could have handled the challenge. Let's get to it without further ado. Okay, maybe I'd better... Alright, step 4. This time around, we'll add a brand new gimmick, a bridge that appears when you flick a switch. Really, I thought it would be more a switch that makes a bridge appear, but the bridge vanishes after a certain length of time. That's going to be really hard to do. Guess I'm going to do the timed one. Yes, Dry Crunch, I knew it. Dry Crunch, are you sure this is wise? Come on, Bob, it'll be fine. Dry Crunch must be used to challenges by this point, right? Yeah, let's get started. Okay, since you chose my gimmick, I better explain it again. We're going to make a bridge that appears when you activate a switch, but disappears after 10 seconds. It'll be more challenging if there's a time limit, right? And more fun. Let's start by making it a switch. Call up a box object node on. Yup, making a switch, huh? Flip it to the side view. We'll need it to jut up and out from the platform a bit, just like a switch. Could you move it into position? Switch it to overhead view. Move it underneath. Open up their settings. And properties enable visible only. Let's set the color to light blue while we're here. Close settings. Time to check out on the game screen. Why not hike to get over the switch, right? Let's back to the program scene so we can get to it. Teleport object node on are just the thing we're traveling into our switch. You need our dimension bending powers to develop your ambition? Let us aid you. We are open to you, noble programmer, an open door to mystery and might at your disposal. We use this one to teleport it, so we're going to place this here. Open up settings, teleport HID to H, teleport person only. Close the screen, close that. And then we're going to make an exit. I've heard all about your brave ambition. From my compatriots, noble programmer, we salute you. Let us aid in your creative endeavors with our powers of teleportation. Flip it over to the side view. Increase their size a bit. Head back to the overhead view. Open up their settings. Teleport ID to H. Close the settings. Okay, we need to check this out on the game screen. Yes, that switch is looking suitably switchy, if you ask me. We've got the switch, so now we need to make the bridge that appears when the switch is pressed. Let's call up the touch sensor node on first. Meep, oh, it's you, Alice. Do you need me to do something? Go to the settings screen. Under properties, disable visible. Check what? Enable person only. Close the settings screen, close the settings. Thanks to all of that, when the player presses the button, the touch sensor node-on will output a signal. Next, we'll need to make the bridge that will appear when the touch sensor node-on outputs its signal. We'll be using another pair of teleport object node-on for the appearing bridge. So, now scale it. Call a box object node-on A. So we're going to make them larger. Open up their settings. Properties enable visible and solid. Set this color to yellow. Close the settings. Now open up the settings to teleport object node-on. Disable visible. Teleport what? Enable box. Close the settings. Close the settings here too. And then we need an exit. Just the height here. Put it right there. Flip back to the overhead view. Open up its settings. Disable visible. Now close the settings. Okay, we're done with the prep work for our appearing bridge. If we send the output from the touch sensor to the teleport object exit node-on will trigger and the bridge will seem to appear out of nowhere. Okay, now for wormhole entrance node-on. Entrance area, preparing for contact with touch sensor node-on, over. Let the wormhole be there. I'll link it up with the wormhole. Yeah, right there. Called exit node-on. Exit A, reporting over. Put it here. The final touches for that are all wrapped up. Now pressing the switch will cause the bridge to appear. Let's check that on the game screen. Try pushing the switch. There you go. The bridge appeared. Well, I mean, it appeared, sure. I didn't really feel it appeared, though. Kind of a weak entrance, no? You got a point, Bob. Hey, Alice, I got an idea. Okay, do you mind sharing? Try crunch the programming screen. We want to really hammer home the bridge appearing. Like, pow, it's bridge. Call up a smoke effect node-on. Oof, hello. So you've got a fancy bridge appearing out of nowhere and you want me to make a big song out of it, right? Yup, the bridge appearing out of nowhere is all well and good. Nobody notices it appearing, that's not good. Wise words! Okay, make the effect larger. Open up its settings. Change the effect location to world. Under then disable visible. Now close the settings. Next, call up exit node. Place it over there. Connect it to the effect. So the wormhole ID of this node-on is A. That means the touch sensor node-on's output will warp over here. Correct. And thanks to that, the effect will trigger at the same time as the bridge warps. Okay, time to check it out over the game screen. Try pressing the switch. There we go! The bridge appeared in a puff of smoke. Oh, that's a nice effect. Right? Oh, wow, sorry for butting in. Not at all. Looks great now. Thanks. Next up, we'll be adding the setup to the setup so that the bridge disappears after 10 seconds. Okay, back to the program screen. I should warn you, Dry, it's going to get a little tricky from here, but I'm sure you can handle it. First, call up a flag node-on. Okay. Move flag node on like so. Connect it to the on port. Now when the player pushes the switch, flag node on will switch on as well. I'll wake up when the switch is pressed. We need a timer node on. Just call me up again. Something tells me this lesson isn't running according to schedule. Do we even have a schedule? I don't have time to file a formal complaint, but you really ought to schedule things properly and precisely, you know? Sure, it's good to be organized, but going off track and just making what you like, that's fun too. Well, like I said, I don't have time to file a complaint. I drag that timer node on, has had its say. Drag it over the side with the flag node on. Connect those two. Now when the player pushes the switch, the flag node on will turn on, and then the timer node on will start to output a signal every second, which we will go over in the next video. Hope to see you guys then. Peace, stay crispy. Bye, guys.